everyone can say hello. I like how people wave instead of saying hello. Great.
Hello.
Good job, y'all. Great job. Already off to a good start. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Curse of Strahd. We are on session 2 in Death House. Our lovely players have been doing really well. But before we go on to a recap and all that kind of stuff, I just want to reintroduce everyone in this lovely campaign. So we're going to start with Turquoise Magpie playing the Wizard Lint. Keptok, right? Is that how I pronounce it?
Yep.
Yes. Fucking yes. Good. We have Gus or Gosma Arts playing the wonderful Rogue Rain. They've already stolen quite a few things, actually. I just realized. I let you steal like chandelier stuff, I believe, last session, right?
I have a shield, a spear, a crystal from the chandelier. I think that's it.
And a dog.
And a dog.
And spell scrolls. Technically, because you're the one who took them. So there you go. But moving on to Hydro playing Bakar. He is doing really well, but unfortunately, Bakar is right now poisoned because they were thirsty. They were thirsty. And logic sort of went past them, and that was it. So we'll come on to that.
Alcoholic enthusiast.
Oh, no. Yeah. And last but no means least, we have Naomi Rosewaterfish playing Davy, who is a... what druid are you again?
Circle of Spores.
Yeah. And hi, I'm Whiskey. I am the DM or the guide for my lovely players here. So before we go into the main game, a couple of announcements. I'm going to try and do this every single week because it's really important. One, make sure you support our lovely artists, Turquoise Magpie and Seville's. Use the command Pally so you can send them a tip, and it gets split between them because they did the overlays and the character art like Rain underneath me right now, which is fucking awesome. They did it voluntarily, and we want to make sure they're getting paid. So please, if you're able to send them a tip, that'd be amazing. Second thing, Curse of Strahd is a horror D&D campaign, so there are going to be horror elements that could be triggering for the audience, so please make sure that if it does get a bit much for you, even though we'd love you to be here and watch, mute the stream, turn away from it for a little bit, whatever you need to do. Just make sure you're looking after yourselves. My players here have already agreed on the terms during our session 0, so we still have safety tools going on as a group, but for the majority of the point, at least, we should be okay. But again, Curse of Strahd is a horror campaign talking about the lives of people who are trapped in some way. And the darker we get, the better it's going to be either way. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Go. Okay, so we find ourselves in the stream chat, which is great when I just put it there. That's good. You find yourselves at the balcony, the top of the stairs in this manor. Does not have the name Death House, from what you know at least. But for all you know, shit's haunted, y'all. And the last session, we left off a piece of armor, a suit of armor, awoken and attacked Bakar. Even though they wanted to mend it, they went up to the kind of metal scarring on its chest. And just before Bakar could do the mending cantrip, they attempted to push Bakar off the balcony. It made it one push, and then the second one, Bakar just out-strengthed it. So we managed to get there. And then the gang sort of grouped up on it a little bit. There's a few mistakes mechanically on my end, and that's fine. Who gives a shit? It's a D&D. But after a long time, Rain, our group rogue, managed to push... oh my god. Push the animated armor off of the balcony. It's a horror game, y'all. Yeah,
Thank you for saving me.
And it crashed to the depths below. A few, let's say in the game at least, an hour, 30 minutes before that, the gang found a dog. a little puppy that was on the brink of death and starvation. And Rain was able to entice it into being adopted, not forcefully, but kind of being adopted by them. And then they just explored the house. They discovered some letters, some information regarding the kind of the backstory of this manor, the people who were involved in it, and they made their way up the stairs. The reason they are in Death House to begin with is because they made their way through the mist to Barovia and met 2 children on the outside of this manor. One was called Rose and one was called Thorn. And they asked I'm not going to say heroes, because I don't know what you are yet, our party to assist them in saving their parents, their brother, and stopping the monster from down below. So we fast forward time. And the question is to the party, what do you want to do next? We see around you there are quite a few doors available. There's one to the, let's just say, south of this map. There's one over here to the west, and over here, and one around the corner too. To recap from last week, how we finished off, there were a couple of strange noises that you heard. From the south of the map, you were hearing the sound of a baby cooing. So not crying necessarily, just trying to get attention. Something I didn't add. From the north of this map, Lint, because you position yourself, look at this conga line. Because you're positioned there, I'm going to say that you hear this. You also hear, like, from the north, like the creaking of wood. Just, like, rhythmically. And let me think. This is something I wanted to come on to, actually, before we finish off. Actually, shall I? No. We're going. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll come
Specifically
on to...
worried about it.
No. Don't worry about it.
Worst words to hear from a DM. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that a lot from me.
I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna worry about it.
Okay, that's totally valid. So you 4, what do you do from here? We have those noises popping off. You heard the crashing of armor. There's a little bit of chit-chat between you, all 4 of you, before we finish the session. But what do you guys do next?
Should we follow the sound of that strange laughter?
So I gather that this is pretty much a haunted mansion that we're in, and any time when I think of babies in a haunted mansion, I think no.
I agree with that.
Same here.
Okay, so I say we maybe go towards the footsteps, I guess, we hear up north of us.
Yes, absolutely, we should. And Lint takes a step to the side, like, after you.
Smart wizard. Smart wizard.
Okay, Davey's gonna go.
Of course,
God.
Of course we are. My God. So, Davey, as you make your way up to this area here, are you able to move your own token? I believe everyone has a control now.
Yes. Where
Excellent.
are we going? Up here?
I love how you as a player and then your character went, I'm going to go. Where? I don't know. We're just going to go. Cool.
Forward.
So when you are there are actually 2 doors. One at the north of this area and one just at the south, like literally right underneath where Lint is. You don't really hear anything in this area here. You just hear that over here.
From which door is the sound coming from?
To the
okay,
north.
yeah, David's just gonna go in. Just gonna go in.
All right.
Thaumaturgy.
As thaumaturgy happens, the dust sort of moves away from the door into the room as it sort of makes a kind of cleared dome from the door, just and it settles in the room in front of you. Now, before I do any kind of reveal of what you see, let me get the things what are written, because they are written a lot better. You enter a dusty, cobweb-filled master bedroom with burgundy drapes covering the windows, a four-posted bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils stands against the center wall. The room also contains a matching pair of wardrobes, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror, and a silver jewelry box, and a padded chair. As you...
I wanna go...
Oh, I'm not done yet, Naomi. No, you're all good. When you opened this with thaumaturgy and the air like got pushed in, it's almost like the air got pulled back out towards you all, and your vision hits the room, and then the sense of smell overwhelms you as not just dust but rot of decay. Just it almost feels like there's liquid entering your nose and then going down your throat with how putrid the smell is. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which is a dust-covered portrait of the two parents hanging above it. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains two chairs and a table holding several items, as well as a door with a dark, dirt-flecked window. A door facing the foot of the bed has a faded full-length mirror mounted on it. In the right-hand corner of the room stands a small wooden door, its surface half-rotted by age. A tarnished metal button is set into the wall beside it. And you see where the master bed is. You find out what that creaking was, as you see a rope hanging off the top of the bed, and down is a figure twisted and blue and grey, neck turned past 90 degrees, and a tongue that is longer than any human would have. But you notice that it's wearing really fine clothing. Make a perception check, all of you.
Okay.
Pretty please, and thank you.
Oh, shit got dark real quick, eh?
Yep, I told you. Session 2 is where we start getting into the horror.
Dirty
Nat 20.
Nat 20 for you, Lynn.
5.
Yeah.
5, Rain. I'm gonna say, Rain, you spot the jewelry box.
Well, I already had it written down.
Oh, there you go. About Bakar, what about you?
18.
Not bad. I'm going to honor the natural 20 anyway, because it's natural 20. Even though technically you don't need to worry about that. But Lynn, it's natural 20. Cool. By the way, chat, if anyone rolls a natural 20, please, get hype. It's always nice when that happens. Lynn, you notice with this thing hanging in its hand, grasped tight through rigor mortis, is some kind of note. At least you would assume it's a note, and it's wrapped up and caught up in its grasp.
Okay. Lynn's gonna go up to where the body is hanging and use Mage Hand to see if it can try and tug the note out from the hand.
Your mage hand goes out, and it tries to pull, but It's just not strong enough to pull it out of its grasp.
His neck is all wrong.
Yes.
Good observation.
Davy, do you think you want to take the note out of his hand?
Okay.
Oh!
You see Davy. Its eyes open. Its arms reach out, still grasping onto this letter in one hand, and it tries to swipe at you. And it misses and misses.
I think he wants a hug.
No,
I don't see
Everyone
it does.
everyone else, you don't see that. Only Davy sees this.
Davey,
I'm gonna
whatever's
give him
trying to
a
hug you,
hug.
back up, Davey.
You gonna give it a hug?
Mhm.
All right. Cool. As you give it a hug,
It's okay.
it doesn't respond. Its form is back to where it was. And you're just holding on to, and it is higher than you, so you're technically holding on to their knees, if you would. You're like wrapped around them. So you three, you just see Davy go up to a bloated blue corpse with claws and hug them around the waist.
It's gonna be okay.
Hey, Davy,
Mm-hmm.
what you doing?
Well, he looked like he wanted a hug, so I gave him a hug.
Let's reveal this
Eyes
area
all
for you lot.
still. Can I try to get him down?
Yeah, sure. You'll need a knife if you have one.
I
I have a
think I
knife.
have a knife.
You cool with
I
a
I
knife?
gave you a spear.
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
So it takes you a while. The rope itself is kind of made actually out of spare sheets. It's not specifically rope. So it doesn't take that long thinking about it as it and the corpse falls onto the floor. Well, onto the bed actually. So it's a poof, 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 and the dust flies off. You can put yourself in the room, by the way, you lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think he's sleeping. Dave's gonna
Why
take
is
the...
it tongue so
Scroll.
long?
You want to look at the scroll, Davy?
Mhm.
All right, let me send you what that is. Because I'm still organized, I think. While that's going on, what's everyone else doing? Are you just standing watching Davy look at the parchment, or what would you like to do?
I want to go straight for that jewelry box.
Absolutely. You, I'm just making sure. To be fair, you see the jewelry box straight away. It is in the description. Naomi, I'm sending you what that is going to say. Just hold on for a sec while you're reading it. So you go up to the jewelry box, and let me just make sure I have all of this going there. You open the... sorry. Do you open the jewelry box is what I should be saying.
Can I look at the outside of it first?
Absolutely, yeah. It's made of silver with gold filigree. Looks very... It looks like it's worth a few pennies, if you would. A few copper. You can make a quick intelligence check. Why not?
That's with D20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
$11.
11. Okay. You know that this jewelry box, in your time of, stealing some things here and there, you'd know that this is worth around about 50 to maybe 80 gold. The box itself.
Okay, yeah, I do want to try and open it.
Okay. You open it. Inside, there are free coins. Sorry, free rings. You look at it real quick. They're around about 25 gold pieces each. And there's this beautiful, beautiful platinum necklace in there. Just delicately put in with a topaz pendant. It looks way more expensive than the jewelry box itself. So while that's going on, Davey, do you read this letter out loud? Do you read it to yourself? What do you do?
They unfurl it, and they go, I think it's a joke, but I don't really get it.
What's it say?
Lit, you're smart. Do you want to... And they're going to hold it out to Lit.
Okay. I guess I need the text.
Oh, you asshole. That's so funny. Are you going to do that all the time just to mess me up? All right, fair.
Keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Okay. I apologize in advance. My beloved children, I wish I could do what all fathers could do and tell you that monsters aren't real, but it wouldn't be true. Life can't create things of life can create things of exquisite beauty. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. But it can also twist them into hideous beings. Selfish, violent, grotesque, monstrous. It hurts me to say that your mother has turned into one such monsters, inside and out. I'm afraid the disease that inflicted her mind has taken a hold of me as well. It sickens me to think what we've put you through. There is no excuse. I only ask you, though I know I have not the right to do so, to try and forgive us. I despise what your mother has become, but I love and pity her all the same. Rose, I wish I could see you blossom into a strong, beautiful woman. Thorn and Volta, I wish I could be there for you, but I can't. This is the only way. Goodbye.
Do me a favor. Whoever's around, I'm going to say, Rain, you're still inspecting the jewelry box. There's something else you find. Anyone who's near the corpse, you can make a quick medicine check if you want to. This is wisdom based, apparently. So,
Not me then.
I'll do it. Ooh. Medicine?
Yep.
23.
Yo, nice. Anyone else joining in on this roll? Just so I know.
I'll join in. I got a 19.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So you two. Right. I'm gonna ask you a question, Davey.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your first corpse you've seen?
No.
You look at this corpse and you look around this completely dust-covered room with cobwebs all over the place. And you both ascertain that this only happened an hour ago. The rigor mortis is set in, but it's actually early. The grasp on the hand, it's like that was the first thing to set. And the rest of the body is starting to tense up. Rain. As you lift this necklace up, there's... You notice that the jewelry box has a false bottom. You lift, and there's one more letter. Welcome to letters, everyone. Hey, let me send you this one. Da, 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 da. I love, as a DM, just getting you lot to do the job. It's quite nice. I just sit here and just go, hey, read this. Read this, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I can read this out loud to everybody?
If you want to, that is totally your call.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, guys, I found a letter in this jewelry box. My dear Mrs. Prachavna, your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is quite good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that with the assistance of such a remarkably innocent subject, the results of our proceedings may be far improved. Innocent, of course, is not quite the term I would use. If nothing else, I am relieved that I shall soon no longer have to suffer the harlot's insufferable presence each time we must pass through her quarters in our meeting space. We shall be well rid of her indeed. My thanks, Mrs. Elizabeth Durst.
You all hear this, and the room is quiet. What was only accompanied by the creaking of wood from the bed itself is now just gone into a deafening silence as you hear this being spoken. What do you do? What do you say? What are you going to do?
I want to steal that necklace, but leave the box.
Yeah, it's there. You don't have to roll for it. It's just yours. It's about 750 gold worth, by the way.
A lot of money.
Hell yeah.
A lot of money.
It's a lot of money. This is why people should do Death House, by the way. You get a lot of good shit. Just saying. So it's
so we had a lot of information here. So for the first note, it sounds like the mother of the children that I think owned the house turned into some kind of creature and monster. And then the letter from the box is insinuating that they were planning a murder. Am I getting that correctly?
I think the first one was from the dad, no?
The first one was from the dad, yes, apologizing to the kids, saying how like there's monsters in the world and their mother also turned into a monster. Right?
So this, and he points at the corpse, is the father.
That's what I'm getting. Yes.
Oh dear. And he was only killed recently. About an hour ago. But Ka also kind of strolls over to like the portrait that you mentioned earlier.
Absolutely.
And kind of inspects it.
Yeah.
Lint also thinks and says, and then that letter, which is probably written by what I'm guessing is the mother, wrote it saying that now he is dead. So that letter was wrote recently too. So she could still be in here.
We get to meet the whole family.
Is there any monsters under the bed, do you think?
Make an investigation check or perception. Because as you look at this portrait, you definitely see the that the kind of outfit is kind of the same fit. This corpse is definitely the gentleman on this portrait, standing next to the woman. Apart from it's a much more twisted and fiendish looking thing, you know? None of you have seen these creatures before. Some of you might have dealt with corpses. Some of you might have dealt with some undead, maybe. You haven't seen this, though. This is...
In the portrait, did you say that they were human in the portrait, or...
Yeah, they are human.
Yeah, okay.
But this is like a perversion on humanity, what you're seeing right now.
21 for my under the bed monster check.
Do you have a look? Nope. Just not dusty.
Aww.
Nothing under the bed.
No monsters here.
You find another dog. Everyone gets a dog.
Lint is going to go over to where that little door is that has the button next to it.
Where on there for me, pretty please?
I don't know where you described that door to be being, so I'm guessing it was... I don't know where I can...
There's a door here. Right here.
I can't see you
oh my
pinging anything.
God. Basically
where just like in between the line where me and Rain are standing, there's like a little door.
Yeah,
Rain's
sure.
just moved.
You open it, and it just looks like a storage closet. It's dusty. I'll bring up the description just to make sure, but doesn't really look anything special in there, honestly. It's just empty, maybe a few clothes here and there, but you know, dusty shelves line the walls of the room. but not much else, really.
But there was a button next to it.
That would have been the button to open this, actually. I apologize. But yes, that button would have opened that door. Apologies.
Why would you automate a door to a storage closet? Can't you just
That
open the
tells
door?
me that there's something hidden in there. Did you check it properly? Then?
I could give it another look around. Make a perception check.
Sure,
maybe
yeah.
use your magic hands to touch things.
Ooh, not too bad either. A dirty 20.
There's not too much else. I'm going to just double check, just to make sure. But, because I want to make sure if there is something in there, you will find it with that. Yeah, from what I can read right now. Where did you get that button from? So give me a second. Was it
It
not?
was like a small. It was next to one of the small doors in which the door surface had rotted away. You said there was a button next to it.
Oh yes, yeah. You're good. Yeah. From what I read, at least, that's it. That was for that apparently. Pretty sure. That's all I can say, I guess. Ah, no. I know. I got it. Fuck yes. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Rewind. As you press that button, it was actually, yeah, now I got it. It's not revealed on my area, so I forgot to reveal it. It's here, right over here, bottom right. You press the button and you hear a the door's still down.
I opened the door.
It's a dumb waiter from the kitchen downstairs. I got it in the end, baby. Let's
Is
go.
there anything in it?
No, but it does look big enough for a small creature to get in.
A dog.
No.
A dog?
No.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a quick escape route if we need to run down.
Davey, how small are you?
They're classed as a medium creature. just
Oh, well, never
just to go
mind.
mechanically.
I can shift into a small creature.
I
I
believe.
mean, if you're willing to take that wrist rein and see
So,
what's going on.
you
in
and
there.
the dog have got a good escape exit.
That's
Yeah.
so
See you guys
funny.
later. If things go bad, we're out.
That's so funny.
Okay, well that solves that then.
I apologize for throwing you that. I was like, yeah, that goes there. No.
No, it's fine.
No.
I just wanted to know what it is. There's a button. I'm going to push it.
The dumb waiter.
Um,
All right.
what else was there? Was there a table that had objects on it?
There are, but it's more like a really dust-covered tea set. Like nothing really, nothing else really stands out in this room. If I'm honest with you,
Okay.
you've picked it clean.
There was a
This room-
mirror in here, right?
There's a mirror, yeah.
Over here.
Can I look in the mirror?
Yeah,
Where's that at?
right here. Oh god, here's that spooky music again. Get out of here, you terrible song. What do you see, Rain? You tell me.
I mean, mirrors, in my opinion, are always creepy. So I feel like Rain would take a really close look into the mirror,
Mm.
look at the surroundings of them behind them through the lens of the mirror, and maybe do that test where you can see if it's a double-sided mirror. I don't know if it's attached to the wall or if it's
Oh, that's
separated
interesting.
from the wall.
It is definitely separated from the wall, but do me a favor. Roll an investigation check.
Got a 1.
Oof.
I'm going to tell you what you don't see. You spend about a minute looking at this mirror, and while that minute goes on and everyone else is just, you know, looking around the room, looking under the bed again, just to double check, you know, what you don't see is as you turn away from the mirror and start to walk away, your reflection is still in the mirror looking at you walk away.
I love that creepy stuff.
Homebrew shit, yo. Let's go. Made it up. Woo! So you lot are thoroughly done in this room, I'm just going to say, as your DM.
Before we leave the room, Davy's going to pull back the cloak that usually covers their arm, and they're going to pick one of the mushrooms growing out of their skin, and they're going to place it in the corpse's mouth, and they're just going to say, "This might make you feel better." And then they're going to leave.
Lynn sees that and just goes, "It doesn't make me feel better." This room is empty, so I guess we go to where we find the baby noises and see if Elizabeth is going to kill us.
Oh,
Last
the
thing I
baby
wanted to do
noises.
is go to the baby noises.
Yeah, so
I will eat them.
as you go back into this area here, just to remind you, there is a door here as well. You did miss this door too, but yeah. If you want to go for a thorough look, that's totally up to you guys.
I can't see your pings, by the way, so I'm not too sure.
You can't see my pings? Oh my god.
No, we can't see your things.
Is that because, I wonder, hang on. Is that because, wait, can you now?
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes.
I'm a fool. I got it. Right here.
So that's the other door. Okay.
And yeah, just making sure if you want to check that out first, you're welcome to. You don't have to. I'm the same.
Okay. Thaumaturgy.
Same again. You see, as Thaumaturgy opens up, the items in this room, which is a storage room, just go everywhere. You see inside there is, let me find it for you. Gotta scroll through 2 things for it. There we go. Yeah, you see on the sides there's like neatly folded sheets but covered in cobwebs and accompanied by an occasional spider just crawling back under, frit to death from the thaumaturgy. There's old bars of soap in there too. And there's this like a broom just sort of leaning against the wall nonchalantly, just covered in cobwebs. You guys have all gone inside. Jesus Christ. I think I'll be real, probably 2 of you can get in there.
Oh, we're really close.
You are very close friends, I gotta admit.
A thorough investigation.
Can Davy take one of the spiders and put it in her hair?
Of course. Actually, make an animal handling check, actually. At advantage because Druid, y'all.
Animal handling a tiny spider.
All right, with advantage, that is a 14.
It takes you a little bit. It's the one what you saw scared, what was hiding under the towel. It sort of comes back out, and it might smell something on you that is maybe festering, I don't know, but it sort of gets a bit enticed by it as it sort of just crawls gently up your hand, up to your elbow, a little bit of tickle as it hits the back of your neck. It's that little it's like a little shiver going on.
It tickles.
But yeah.
Can Bakar look through the sheets that are all folded up?
Yeah, sure. You just go through the sheets real quick. Spends about 20 seconds. It looks like a storage room or storage closet for a bathroom, if you would. Nothing really too special in here.
Okay.
Bakar, I'm going to say you left last from there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Give me a sec.
Oh.
17? Does that hit you?
It does hit me.
You feel on the back of your head, and you turn back around. You take 1 point of damage, by the way. And you look. Make a perception check.
Nine.
A 9.
Oh, okay. Well, that was nothing. Let's go check on the baby.
Hurt. It definitely hurt.
Oh, God. I don't like that at all.
Well, everything here is like booby trap now. All of a sudden, this house keeps getting crazier and crazier, everyone.
Luck is not on your side, is it, Cole?
No. I drank poison. I got hit by a giant metal armor suit. Now I got hit in the head by something.
Hey,
to see
some
what
of
it
that was self-inflicted.
Hey, I'd prefer it if you didn't blame me for things that were my own fault. Thank you so much.
Lint, I would like you to make a... I'd like you to make an just intelligence check. You can do intelligence check at advantage, or medicine check.
Medicine.
Yeah, why not?
Medicine.
It's wisdom based, I believe.
Straight intelligence. Yeah, I'm gonna do intelligence check.
Sure.
At advantage?
Yes. For reasons.
Ooh, oh, thank Christ for that, because I rolled on that one. That is a 19.
Nice. You spent a bit of time with Bakar now, and you do see that Bakar is still acting kind of sluggish. Your expertise in poisons takes you a little bit of time to analyze them, but you know you've seen this kind of poison before. Not specifically like you know what poison was used to create this outcome, but you know the symptoms at least, and you know that the symptoms will be passing away in around about... How long's it been for you guys? About 30 minutes. You need like some kind of... You can take a short rest if you want to, but about 30 minutes from now, Bakar should be fine. That's what I wanted to bring
Slowly getting better.
Yes,
Slowly
getting better.
Okay. Alright. Then just makes a note of that. He doesn't say anything.
Cool.
So I go up to Davey and I said, "You want to do that wind thing and open this other door as well?"
Oh yes, thaumaturgy.
Does not open.
Oh,
Aww,
do it again, Davey.
thaumaturgy.
Does
we
the lock
tried.
need to be picked?
That's no fun.
It's fun for me.
I feel like Rain would be very good at that, actually.
Know it.
Rain, as you bring out your lock picks, first thing anyone should do is, is it opening? You inspect it and it isn't locked. You turn the knob and you do hear it go and unlock.
I'll push the door open.
It opens. Davey, that makes no sense in your head why that would happen. You know that if something's open, I can open it. Something resisted you then.
That's so weird.
The door opens. I'm going to describe this for Rain to start with. I believe you're walking in. Is that right, Rain?
Yeah.
Let me bring up the description. There we go. You see there's a suite in front of you, a chamber of some sort, a bedroom. Again, covered in cobwebs. Make a quick perception check, actually, Rain. You do have disadvantage on this one, actually, because this room is completely dark. There's no light source. So even with dark vision, you will still be at disadvantage because it's dimly lit.
I have a lantern.
You're more than... Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah. All right. You bring up the lantern. I'm going to say roll perception check normally then.
8.
Yeesh. Okay. The first thing you notice is there's a large bedroom here, right? A double bed at the south of the map, would you say? On the right-hand side, there's another door leading to somewhere else. Well, you're right. At the corner, I hope you guys can see this. Yes, I think you can. Around here, there is a window. So there is... Actually, you know what? saying that, with that, then there would be like really, really dim light coming through this window. So it would have actually given you a little bit more help, maybe. And as you go from the window and you follow the light coming from inside, from coming outside, it moves towards the bed. As you see a feminine person sitting on the bed, looking away from you, brushing their hair, just really slowly. And then you hear, shh, don't wake the baby. And you just see them elegantly brushing and stroking. What do you do?
I'm gonna look back at the party and be like, "Hey guys, this looks like a no. This looks like a no to me. How do you feel?"
We'll also say a no, but then I'm also gonna try casting Word of Radiance at it.
Oh, you want to attack it?
I'm gonna attack it.
Word of Radiance.
Bro!
So, Word of Radiance, I believe, is an area effect based on where you are.
Based on where I am. Okay, I see.
So you can't. You're about to do it. Then you look at people around you and go, "Wait, hang on. I'll hurt my friends." Friends.
Yeah, okay.
Instead.
My bad. I won't do it.
So,
Can I throw a dagger at it?
I mean, you're more than welcome to.
Can I peek in the room?
Yeah.
Does dark vision affect anything?
How do you mean? Sorry, Soph, just so I know.
Because Rain can't see, but is like the dim light and like the darkness of the room, like including for people who have dark vision, it's hard to see in the room. Yeah.
So when a room is, I sort of went back on my word because there is light source coming through. Okay. But when a person with dark vision looks into a completely darkened room, it's classed as dimly lit, and dimly lit means you have disadvantage on perception checks and I believe investigation checks too. People make that mistake, and actually I made that mistake last time. Okay. I will say this though, Lynn. As you go in, I would like you to make 2 rolls for me. As you peek over, I want you to make a perception check. And I would like you to make an insight check.
Perception and insight.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception, shite. Insights, not too bad. Perception is a wonderful 10.
Okay.
And my insight.
Oh my god, I just moved the map. I apologize.
Is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you kind of see what Rain sees. You hear what Rain hears. There's that little bit of a switch over. The feminine looking woman, you assume, turns towards you, and as they're brushing their hair, you see the hair is falling off, like it's getting attached to the brush, and then as she pulls, the hair that's directly into the scalp just sort of comes off, and then the flesh starts to drop. The insight check is where it's all about here. What did you roll? A dirty 20, did you say?
Yeah, a dirty 20.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. This creature is obviously, like, horrifying to look at. But there's a kind of disconnect. Like, it doesn't mind you being there. It just wants to make sure it's Baby's okay. And on your right ear, you do hear the cooing of the baby. Coming from here.
Okay. Because I place like a hand on Davy's shoulder and hold on a little tightly, just kind of stop Davy from booking it towards these figures. And you know that Davy's trying.
Oh, but I want to see.
The baby's...
Baby, just give it a second. Just let us make sure it's okay.
The baby's sleeping.
Can Rain maybe like gently walk to where they hear the baby to look at it?
Yeah. There's a door here. You are seeing that. Please say you're seeing it. Yay,
Yes.
good.
Mm-hmm.
You open... I'm assuming you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And what's revealed to you is a completely dust and cobweb-filled nursery. There's a crib in front of you, and you notice there's sheets in a bundle. And you hear the cooing of a baby. Just...
Hey, Lynn, get in here.
Okay. I think I have a theory of what is going on.
Have you ever heard of a
Davy,
game
slow.
called Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Ah, scheiße. I don't like where this is going. I have heard of it, yes.
Okay, how good are you at that game?
Not good.
Boulder
Rock,
parchment
paper,
shears
scissors.
is what we're calling it. Boulder
Okay.
parchment shears.
Okay. I
Okay.
can only remember rock, paper, scissors for who actually takes a look and sees what's in the sheets.
I don't think we should. I think we can guess what it is, but okay, fine. For the fun
Okay,
of the
now are
game.
you a 1, 2, 3 go person or a 1, 2 go person?
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
All right, roll again. High
1,
fantasy
2,
D&D.
3, go.
aha! I mean, but don't touch it yet. I think as soon as we touch the child, she is going to kill us. So, I think the whole point of this house is we get the baby out, return it to the siblings that we saw when first coming to this house.
Oh, is this Walter?
I'm guessing so. I mean, most of the clues say it is.
Okay, well
But I'm
then
guessing that that's
out first.
I'm guessing that the woman on the bed is Elizabeth, and considering we just saw what she led to of the dead father, we are in deep trouble if we touch this child. So
Okay,
we need
well
to do
then-
this carefully.
We're gonna have to get rid of her first. Do you think we'd be able to do that?
Well, there's many ways we could get rid of her. Depends on if you want to negotiate or put her firmly in the grave.
How close are you to this crib, by the way, Rain?
I'm not like standing right above the kid, but I'm close enough to be able to kind of peek into it.
Make a perception check. Lynn, you can... Are you proficient in perception? You can give advantage, or you can roll yourself if you want to look.
As in just normal perception.
Yeah.
It's a 12, but I'll give advantage.
Yeah, if you're proficient with perception, you can grant advantage. A skill what you're proficient
That's
with.
20.
Yay!
You with a nat 20 and Lynn's a little bit of like just quickly looking over your shoulder kind of thing. You have a moment where you look at this bundle and you see it sort of kind of grow and then dip. Grow and dip. Davy and Bakar, quick question. Are you two staring at this ghostly apparition? Apparition?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Davy's looking at it and we'll go, I like your hair.
There's this moment as you say that, and it's almost exactly in time when they start to get closer to the crib to inspect, that this figure sort of starts to fade and fade and disappears.
Guys, the creepy lady's gone.
Where did she go? Are we playing hide and seek?
Whatever you guys did, she's gone now.
Does that mean we can just take the kid?
I don't know if she's gone or just invisible, to be honest with you.
I think as soon as we touch this swaddling cloth, we're going to find out what's going to happen next, and I don't like where it could go. But I see the back
She's
we
under
leave
the
the house.
bed.
You quickly look. Nah. I'm not going to keep you rolling into saying no each time, you know? That's not very fun.
Not under the bed.
Hey, she's not in the room, but we're not too sure if she's still somewhere here.
Is there a mirror in this room as well?
There is.
There is.
I want to do the same thing this mirror.
Sure. You look at the mirror.
Perception?
Give me a sec. Hold your horses. Let me
I'm
just make...
excited.
I know. It's good. I like this. I would like you to make a... I believe it is perception check. So fuck it. We're going to make a perception check or investigation check. I'm cool with whatever. So you leave the nursery. Is that correct, you guys?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
Oh, no one gets hit by nothing when they leave the room? Okay, cool. Just me.
You just got bumped on the head by a broom.
I think I'm going to do investigation
actually
check, 'cause
did,
I have
yes.
a +2 on that.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, it was so close to a 16 that it went to a 3. So I get 5 in total.
5?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're trying to investigate, but there's something pulling you towards that nursery right now. That bundle just moving is too... You want to know.
Okay, so can I ask Lint to do the same thing?
Look around.
Look in that mirror.
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to.
Lint, that mirror's giving me bad vibes. Can you go check that out?
I like bad vibes. I go and investigate the mirror.
I love this shit. It's so fun. Yeah, so perception or investigation should be perception, but fuck it. Let's just go.
I'd like a +6 to my investigation.
Sure,
Sounds
that's
nice.
fine.
My dice disappeared under my laptop.
Baby's been slowly inching towards the nursery.
25.
Wow, that's great. Okay,
I'm gonna put an arm in front of Davy. Just real quick.
Thank you.
yeah, that's fine. If you two want to wait, that's totally fine. Lint, you are very inquisitive. You really make sure you're homing on this mirror. And you notice that the lady is very faintly staring at you in the mirror. It's almost like your reflection almost became ghostly and then turned into her. And she just looks at you. You sort of move to your right and left, and her eyes just turn and turn. And just
She's
follow
in
you.
here. I'll go to the others. She's in here. If you're wondering where she is, she's here.
Okay, so she's still in the room. She's just getting a closer look into what we're doing, I guess.
Yes. I'd say if we are going to take the child, we make a quick beeline to the door.
Now?
Well, take the child first. We don't just run out of the room empty-handed, but I'd say just be ready for whatever the heck is going to happen when we do this.
Do you think I might be able to... Oh man, I'm really putting myself in a shit position by doing this. But if I can shapeshift into the child or one of the children, can I distract her with the image of one of her children while somebody else takes the kid and exits?
I've always wanted to say this because I'm a Matthew Mercer fan. You can certainly try.
That is a genius idea, but more so, it would make sense if you, as playing as one of the children, takes the child, because it's just a sibling picking up their sibling.
I like the way you think. I want to try that.
Give that a go. Lint heads towards the door.
I'm right behind Lint. I'm right behind Lint.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna take the image of Rose.
Okay.
If Rose is responsible, the older one.
Yeah, sure. You shift into Rose. And did you say you were going to go in front of the mirror so you're distracting this ghostly woman?
So I'm gonna go with Lint's idea of taking the image of Rose to pick up the child so that the mother will not be upset because she thinks it's one of her own kids taking Walter out.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, where the fuck's Lint gone off this map? Lint's disappeared.
I'm hiding under the car.
Underneath me.
Here I am. I'm hiding. I'm disappearing.
That's so fucking dumb. All right, horror, everyone, horror. Let's get in the mode.
I'm hiding behind cars, just like behind his wings. Just...
With his luck record, that's not gonna save you.
No, that means it's gonna hit me before it hits Lint. It's not a bad idea.
Don't panic. This is actually something I didn't reveal, which I should have. Right here, you look out the window, and it's to a balcony, like below, just so you know. And it's looking. You notice that you look outside of the window, and it's at the front of the house where you came in from.
Quick exit.
So, Rose, you reach down to the bundle, right?
Yes.
You reach down and you go where you assume under the head and under the legs, and you gently lift up, and as you lift up, it unravels in your hand to reveal nothing.
Fuck.
Bakor, from where you're standing, you see the ghostly lady in the mirror. And a tear falls down her cheek. A bow. And she sort of takes a step back, disappears as this mirror swings open.
Guys, the mirror opened, and I'm starting to think that the lady that was here wasn't very malicious by what she just did. And I told the group that she cried and bowed after that.
Okay.
I don't know, something's happening.
Fuck mirrors, though. You go first.
I'll go first.
Can I go first?
Mirrors are evil.
Me and Davey go together.
Okay. So as you enter, this is a staircase lean up into a almost abyssal dark landing area. You work your way up the stairs and you hear the creaking and breaking of wood just slightly underneath your feet. Let's move you into the next level. If you ran away, that'd have been the fucking most hilarious thing I've ever heard. Because I'm like, well, yeah, you're gonna stay in the house for a while. Sorry, Goss, what were you saying?
We went up or down?
You went up.
Okay, good. Never mind.
What was the order? Yeah, just throw yourselves in there. Don't worry about it too much. It's okay. Definitely don't worry about it too much. You know, nothing to worry about at all. I love fucking with you guys. It's great fun. All right. The broken cobwebs around you sway like a... They love seeing Gossamer in this. A Gossamer wedding veil. As you look around, you notice... Just more doors. The floor underneath you is broken. It's rancid. It's choked by cobwebs and dust. Like as you're inhaling and breathing, it's just stale in the air. And you can see a few doors. One here. You have a little look around. One here. And I believe one there. Oh, and one there as well. Where are you going, my players?
Everywhere, it seems.
Everywhere, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Rain, where do you want to go?
I'm already standing in front of this like south door here. Can
Okay.
I listen
Ooh,
on the other
yeah.
side of the door and see?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Absolutely. Roll me a perception check.
One.
God.
Oh.
It
Lynn,
like went on 19 and then moved over to the 1.
I'll say, Lynn, do you want to roll a perception check just to help?
Sure. Oh, wow. I'm rolling surprisingly well. That's going to bite me in the ass when we actually have to fight something. A dirty 20, again.
Dirty 20, well done. So you don't really hear much through this door. It sort of just accompanies the eerie quiet that you are already being surrounded with. Yeah, that's it. Doesn't seem like there's anything in there.
Hey, Lynn, you should open that door.
Do I have to?
I'm not gonna say you have to, but I mean, she just like slowly like pets the dog's head and it's like, I just would hate for anything to happen to me. Take care of this dog, you know?
Okay, fine. Wait, hang on one second. I do have thaumaturgy.
Yeah, you're...
So
Well,
I could have been opening the door this whole time.
yeah.
I'm going to take out a page out of Davy's book, and I'm going to open the door with thaumaturgy.
Okay,
Help you
question
realize your potential.
for you, Lynn, because
Mm-hmm.
this is you, right?
Yeah.
What does your thaumaturgy look like? What does your magic look like in this moment?
That's an interesting one. His thaumaturgy, does it really... I'm just trying to think.
I'll say this to give you something that go off. This is inherited. This is part of you. This is not a thing that you read in a book. This is something that is in your in your core, your being, your blood.
Yeah. Okay. I want to say it kind of takes a more similar form. In the case of using it to open a door, it takes a similar form of a mage hand, only instead of the mage hand, which is kind of like caked in this kind of cosmic swirl of smoke, it looks more like a hand of someone who was born already dead and decaying.
Sick.
With like charred
Yeah.
fingertips and just fingernails that are just cracked and too long, and it just kind of clawingly claws the door open.
Yeah. You see as you turn the handle, one of the fingers on the mage hand sort of snaps as it opens up. And you see in this room, it's kind of just... Oh, hang on. That was not to reveal. That was... In this room, it looks like another spare room. Just covered in... usual office supplies, if you will, pens and papers. Well, pens and papers, inkwells and parchment is what. Get out of here, guys. Get out of here, dude.
I have both of them. I have both.
Oh my god. And there is a window, giving you a view of the outside. Same again, looking to the front of the house where you came in. But you have I'm going to speed this up, y'all, just to make sure. You have a thorough look over, but it just seems like a spare bedroom of some sort. Just to help you guys out. Now let's move over to the other two. You two were at the north end, I believe. Yep. All right, so you have a few options. Davey, what are you doing?
First of all, what's this corridor where light is coming out?
That's a little window going outside too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go in front of the first door I see and just thaumaturgy it open.
Which one? This one here?
I can't see her.
Because you're paying.
Oh my god, I'm going to cry. This one here.
Yes.
That one does not open. Is
Aw.
it in a 30 foot radius? Or is it 20-foot radius, thaumaturgy?
I believe
I believe it is it might be a radius as well.
it just says 30 feet. It doesn't say a radius. That would be weird.
Sure.
Yeah, it just says 30 foot.
Okay, cool. So that specific door does not open.
Can
Can
I
I
try to
try
open
to-
the door though? Because the last one didn't open for Davy either.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So?
I would like to try and open the door,
Cool.
and if it's locked,
I would
lock
like
it.
you to make a lock picking check. And you're going to be rolling a d20 plus your dex. Double check in your rogue stuff if you're proficient with thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know if I'm proficient in it?
So I believe under feats and proficiencies in your character sheet. I think.
On the left-hand side, it says tools, like armor, weapons, tools, and languages. If you've got something in tools.
D&D, everyone.
Is it add new proficiency?
Tell you what, roll a d20, add your dex, and we'll see how you go from there.
That works. Okay, so that'd be 16.
Oh, yeah, you're fine either way. As you take a bit of time to... Now you notice it unlock. You feel your mind just sort of remind you of what you picked up in a letter a while ago.
There's been so many.
One of your props.
Check the letters.
One of your props.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, you have it. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so even better. Davey, you see Rain meticulously unlocking, like bending the elbow, twisting around, all that kind of stuff. And then the door is unlocked.
Thaumaturgy.
It opens up. All right. So, let me read first, shall I? You look in, and this room contains a bricked up window flanked by two dusty wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides, and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the manor. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Make a... Oh, no, this is too easy. You don't have to. Lying in the middle of the floor are two small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the two cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize. You look in, and you also see, in a slightly different area from where these skeletons are, two ghostly, small creatures dressed in the exact same attire as the two children outside. You see Thorn getting upset over a broken toy that lies in front of him. And Thorn consolidating him And with a few words, some of you might know of. Actually, Bakar, you would definitely know what this is. The toy itself starts to fix.
You said I would know what this is?
Yeah, this is the mending spell.
True. Okay, I'll cast mending spell on it.
Oh, well, you see Rose cast it herself. That's why I'm saying you know. Oh, fair cast because you know what to do.
I understand what's happening. My bad.
Oh, you got it. You got it. That's okay. And as you look at these children who you recognize, you came in here to help. Part of the reality of this house hits your minds. They turn to you, and let's put you in there for a sec. If you want to get in the room, please get in the room. I know some people will absolutely jump in the room. You don't have to get in the room, but I'm just saying. Oh yeah, now I'm going to show you what we look like. Yay, I'm moving the map. My God, I'm moving the map. No. There we go. I can show you what they look like. Because it's advised not to show what we look like to start with. I will do this as well. I believe I can do this. Give me a second. Did it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? And... No, hang on. I got it. I got it. Yes, there you go. That's Rose. If you can see, it should have popped up for you. There's a reason why they say don't show them what we look like. Because you look at that and go, nah, fuck that. And then you see Fawn just gripping onto a stuffed doll. And they're sort of near their skeletons on the floor. And Rose turns to all of you and goes, I'm sorry. We're not sure what to do now. Our parents, they said to stay in here while they go and take care of the monster downstairs. But they never came back. They never came back. I know I'm... And you see like this little breath, that even though she can't breathe, she just takes that little inhale. I know I'm dead. But it's not too late. My parents are downstairs if you still want to help. I know that the monster, when we hear it growl, the fog, the house, it rumbles. I think that might be how we stop this. We're so lonely. And you see... Make an insight check, everyone. Some of you might not notice this. And you do see Thorn right here is kind of listening, but he's kind of detached from the conversation, where as a base for insight, he's listening, but he's trying to ignore what's being said. Okay, what do you roll?
I got a 21.
Nice.
13.
Okay, good.
6.
6, Davey. Lint?
I'm doing really well. 23.
Ooh, Lint, Bakar. The loneliness that you feel from these two sort of just overwhelms you both. You know they just need someone. They need someone to just be there for them. You don't know how long they've been here alone, locked into their room, starving to death. But you know they need your help. Rose turns to you both and goes, if you can help us, and I know through my studies that, well, when someone passes along and their soul cannot pass on, you need to take their remains to where they need to be buried. My parents, they built a place for the family. I can't go down there myself, but you can take us. And she looks at her skeleton. And I think I can help you get down there. Find our parents and find our brother. I'm sorry. I'm scared.
That's okay. I get scared sometimes too.
I like kneel down to get to your level, and because like more emotional than you suspect you'd be, and says like, we will help you.
Thank you. And she like puts her arms out for a hug.
Davy puts her arms out as well for a hug.
Who'd you go for, Davy?
Probably Rose, because she's closer.
Okay. You steal the hug off Bakor, because that's what Davy does. Naomi, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
As you feel this embrace of Rose, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to resist? Do you want to make a saving throw for this? Or do you want to... Beautiful players, yay. And as you embrace her, her form enters yours. It doesn't feel, interestingly enough for you, and I'm so glad it works out this way, because it's just, I just love this shit so much when it works out perfectly. You feel her warmth kind of irradiating through you. And you hear in your mind, I can guide you the way. And you don't physically do it yourself. You don't see her do it, but you feel her very being pointing to the dollhouse. You see Thorn is sort of looking around, like with their arms still out.
I'll get him.
Oh, wait, who's what? No, Rain, wait, Rain.
Can I pull a Full Metal Alchemist and see if Thorn can possess the dog to tag along? To be my buddy. Rain would be like, hey, kid. Want to tag along?
This poor dog.
So you want to... fuck it.
I don't want to be stuck there all by himself. Like, I feel like Rain would relate a lot to his vacant disassociation of the situation.
Okay, so let's say this. The dog pops out your jacket. Sorry, Bakar, I know you wanted the hug as well. So you're like this.
There was a storyline for it and everything.
Out my way.
You're standing there like this while everyone else is disappearing, and
There was a storyline.
and a dog might take them. What I want you to do, Rain, is I need you to roll. Oh my God, what's the stats of a dog? Roll me a d20, real quick. If you roll
13.
13, you see Lancelot you want this to happen so badly, right? And Lancelot looks at this ghost and just starts to and curls back into your clothes.
Understandable.
Aw.
But Kai, you're still there if you want it.
Get the hug. Get
I'll
it.
get the hug.
All right. Again, I have to ask you as a
I love
player.
the idea of the dog, though. I wish it worked.
It's really cool. It's cool. If you rolled high enough, I might let it happen. But a dog, dogs are scared of shit. They bark at things in the distance, in the corners of your room, what doesn't exist. So,
My dog body slammed a raccoon for fun.
Oh, well, fair enough.
You gotta love him.
Because I have to ask you as well, as your DM, do you want to resist or do you want to try and save this? I think I know what you're going to say, but I just want to make sure I give you the choice.
I think if I went first, I probably would have resisted, but after seeing what happened with Davey, I probably would just accept it.
Yeah, so the cold embrace to start with, as Thorn is really small, so you see he sort of hugs your leg as they basically become not you, but they become part of you. Let me have a look at something. Cool, this is interesting. A character possessed by Rose gains the following flaw. I like being in charge and get angry when other people tell me what to do. A character possessed by Thorn gains the following flaw. I'm scared of everything, including my own shadow, and weep with despair when things don't go my way.
Well,
Well,
Rainlin, you don't know this.
Lynn's just writing everything down. Just like, this is just nonsense that is going on in this house.
Davey is staring at these bones, and they still have this like wide smile on their face, but a couple of tears start to come out of their eyes.
So
I quickly cower away from the bones towards like the door.
yeah. So, Davey, they did point in your mind towards the dollhouse. If you want to inspect that. Okay. Roll me a perception check real quick. While you're doing that, I'm going to double check that I've not missed anything in this room. Because
I have a question.
Of course.
So you said later on, if I roll high enough, that might still happen.
I think it might have passed. for maybe. Your dog's got a soul of its own, maybe.
But it's really weak.
Fucking feed it. What do you do with a weak dog? You look after it. You don't go, hey, can I borrow your soul real quick to make this? No. You don't do that.
I love that line of reasoning as well. Just like, it's weak, even though it has a soul.
Natural 20, 26.
Incredible.
Wow.
So, a couple of things. When you inspect this dollhouse, you first off notice that it's a perfect replica of the house you are currently in. Every single level is there. You also notice one of the rooms that you did not enter on the ground floor. There's little tiny wolves just standing in there. You also notice that basically let me just double check because I want to make sure I got this right. I can make this up while I'm looking up at the stuff. You basically notice that there's little tiny dolls in this dollhouse. And you look behind you and you notice that each of the dolls that are in this dollhouse are in the exact same position where all four of you are right now. And the last thing you notice is, I'm going to do this on the map, so if you want to scroll out a tiny bit, David, just so you can see, and everyone else can see this too.
Okay.
You notice that there is a door here and a staircase here. And then you hear, so if you take our remains down to our crypts, we might finally be able to pass on and not feel this loneliness, and I'm so hungry. Something for you, Davy.
Mhm.
You hear his voice. You hear your own voice. And then, in the very depths of your mind, you start hearing, "Ooh, a friend. Ooh, a friend. Someone to play with. Another one to play with. Amazing. Oh, amazing, 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 amazing. Oh, amazing, amazing." But that's in the depths of your subconscious, slowly starting to rise up. But yeah.
We should take the bones. We should take the bones.
Okay, Rain will help scoop up Thorn's pile of bones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. I need a responsibility. Lint picks up Rose's bones.
All right.
Rain, don't you have a scroll of poison?
I do.
I was actually
Can I
going to.
have it?
I was going to come on to this actually. Because, at the end of this point, your poisoned effect is completely weared off now.
Okay, at least that's one negative effect gone. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Curse of Strahd, baby.
Okay, never mind. You can keep it. Let's go.
So, the only other thing you can really do is door here. Wait. Fucking door here. There you go. God damn it. David just walked straight in. Yeah, sure.
Guys, are you guys sure we should be going into that room right now?
The door opens.
I'm like cowering like right behind Lint. I'm just like kind of holding his like little coattails.
Oh, you might be able to make a perception check on Lint if you do that.
Yeah, do it.
Oh,
Yeah, fucking do that. I love that shit.
a perception check. 1 second.
Yep.
A 9.
I'm gonna say as you DM, you don't see shit. I think you're like grasping on for dear life,
say
and you're
that he
looking
would've-
around.
He would have caught the tail end of something of Lint just reacting to the
That's
back
fair.
of him being grabbed,
That's fair.
as just like he straightens his posture immediately
Uh-huh.
as you touch the back of him. It's just like, okay, I see the roles have reversed now. As he's just holding this bones,
Amazing.
just like kind of outstretched.
All right. So as Rosie, enters this room. That's something I can take out of this. Actually, give me a second. Don't worry about that. People in chat, don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. Nothing to see here.
My Discord people in chat, you definitely saw something.
No.
Please make a note of it and warn us in advance.
No,
You're our only
listen.
hope.
You are fine. All right. Okay, let me just double check I've got everything here. Give me a second. I think that's it. Man, my brain. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay. So as you enter, Davy, this dusty chamber is packed with lumpy, squat shapes, draped in dusty white sheets. An old iron stove stands against the right side wall. What looks to be a large trunk covered by a sheet. Let me double check. Let's make sure that there's more stuff to be said, because I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, this dusty chamber is packed with old furniture, chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like, all draped in dusty white sheets. Near an iron stove underneath one of the sheets is an unlocked wooden trunk containing something.
Where's the trunk?
The trunk is, I will just say that the trunk is, yeah. Wait for it. Shh.
The first thing Dave is going to do is take one of the sheets off the closest thing.
Yeah, you take it off, and there's just a bunch of like dropped mannequins with very tattered clothing on them.
They look kind of like people.
And do you keep doing it?
Mhm.
You keep going through the sheets, and it's just a cluster of like the storage things really. And then you get to the one where Rain is. Rain, you are there first. Let's just say that because obviously Davey's doing all this kind of thing. Do you want to remove the sheet on that one?
Yeah, it looks weird.
Cool. You with the sheet and you see skeletal remains. And before you actually notice the before you actually took the sheet off, should have been said here, there were sort of blood stains on the sheet before you pulled it off. I want you and anyone who wants to inspect to make a medicine check.
Is that a different die?
D20 with your wisdom modifier, and if you are proficient with it, it's +2, I think.
Nat 1
Oy.
plus 4 or 5.
You're just woo, woo, woo. Oh, fuck this, it's fine. Woo.
If you're rolling on the D&D Beyond, if you just click where it says medicine,
Yeah.
it will just roll the right dice.
I rolled an 8.
8.
Nine.
Finally, a low roll.
you're as Davey lifts up these sheets, it sort of goes on top of you. That's
Thanks.
why you rolled an 8. Yeah. Rain?
I rolled a 9.
My God. Davey, you're destroying everyone's perception checks with these sheets flying everywhere. Bakar, are you rolling?
No, because I don't know if you guys should be touching that.
I'll say this. After a
Me too.
bit of time, you're fine. I'll tell you. After a
I'm
while,
so scared of my own shadow dog. I don't know.
100%. You're totally right.
Roll it.
Yeah, go for it.
Lynch puts the cover over and just starts going, ooh.
24.
24. Okay.
24.
You have this moment where you're sort of stepping forward, and it's like you're sort of looking over the edge of a cliff, but you're actually just looking at the floor. And you see from a distance there are parts of the rib cage at the back that have been broken. You have a sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
These look like puncture wounds in the back. And
Guys, I think this guy was stabbed.
I don't know what that's like.
there's a moment in Davy and Bakor, not your mind, but the minds that are possessing you right now, where they have just a moment of recognition. Now, I want everyone... Actually, no, you don't have to roll a perception check. Davey, you know where this door is. You already know this secret. So you know that here is a door.
Can I open the chest first?
Of course you can. You open the chest. And let me look at it just to make sure. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I apologize. The wooden trunk apparently is supposed to contain those remains instead. I read it wrong. I apologize. So all that was when you opened the trunk. So yeah, just bear that in mind. It's actually the nursemaid is under this, and then parts of her have been kind of put in this trunk as well. There you go. Reading many things at once. It's fun. So yeah. You find the door. It opens. And what is revealed is a staircase leading, and you look down it. It's precarious. There's no banisters. And you can't see the bottom. You hear in your voice, and as you... Sorry, in your voice, in your mind. And as the voice hits your mind, it actually escapes your mouth, Davy. It could be dangerous down there. We can make sure you're safe if you want to rest and recover before you go down.
That wasn't me.
I'm going to say Davy's mouth sort of opens as the voice escaped.
Oh, I want to go now.
I think if the owners of this house are suggesting we should rest, we should take that suggestion.
You know what, Lynn? I like you. I like the way you think. I agree.
Well,
I also think resting is a good idea right now.
The mouth opens. Naomi. We can go back into our room. It's safe now. We'll make sure you're protected. So in this room, there's bodies. And I guess you are carrying bodies as well, but you know.
Okay, so we make our way back into the room we found him in?
Yeah, if you want to. If that's
And
what
once
you want
again,
to.
on the way over to the room, I go and grab Lint's coattails again. and follow
Adorable.
Behind.
Adorable.
I kind of want to do the perception check again.
I mean,
can do.
sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not? I can feel Soph wants to give you a little bit of juice right now.
It's a
Sorry.
10 this time.
Ah.
Up by 1.
No, it's just Lynn. He just like snaps every time you grab at his coattails. He just immediately snaps his posture, just like, okay.
But even though Bakaw's possessed and all that stuff, he kind of notices that every time he does this, that Lynch is kind of like,
Yeah.
so he like makes like a little mental note about this.
Amazing.
Yeah, and he just kind of stiffly follows Rain back
Nice.
to where the kids' room is.
So you work your way back into Linton Rose's room. Short rest. An hour is what you'll be getting here. So when you're doing this, double check in your character sheets if you get anything back on a short rest. I know there's some like I think Channel Divinities come back on short rest and stuff, but just double check things if anything does. Most important though, if you have any hit dice, so you all technically would have 2 hit dice. So most you have a 2d8. If you want to recover some health without spells, you can use one of your hit dice. So you roll a d8. So it'll be a d8 for Bakar, a d8 for Rain, a d8 for Davy, and a d6 for Lint. So if you have been injured, I think only Bakar's been injured, you can roll a d8. You can roll both if you want to, and then you get that back after a short rest. That's you get that health back after that short rest.
I'm gonna roll 1d8.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Or
Excellent. Yeah, add it to your stuff. Now, if you feel like you want to add more, just roll one more time. You get half your hit dice back after a long rest. So just something to bear in mind.
Oh, I'm just gonna go with the 1.
Cool. All right. So, character questions. How do you rest? There's an hour. An hour has to be taken for a short rest to apply. So we're just going to say it happens, right? But I do want to know what your characters do to rest in this situation. So let's go around the table. Rain.
I feel like Rain would wait to see where everybody else settles.
Yeah.
And then sit down at a spot that's like a distance away where they can see everybody.
Uh-huh.
And they would just sit.
Sit down? Okay. Good to know. For non-nefarious reasons. Lint?
Lint is going over his notes in his book.
Okay.
Not actually correcting it. He's just like, just quickly checking spelling errors.
That sounds good to me.
Kind of stuff.
Davy.
I don't think this is usually how Davy rests, but Davy does not want to rest right now. They also don't need it, so I think they're pacing around. Probably leaving the room sometimes, looking at things, going back, playing with the dollhouse. They're just kind of restless.
You definitely hear voices in your head, like, urging you to go and play with the dolls in the dollhouse for that hour.
Oh, then that's what they're going to do.
Absolutely going to hear that voice. Voices, sorry. Bakor.
I'll probably slouch next to a wall, but before I do that, I'll get my longsword and kind of put it on the ground, like in front of me.
Sick. Good
'cause
image.
He always just kind of sleeps in like a very defensive kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
And he's lying down where he could like look at the entrance to the room.
Amazing. Yeah. So you're sort of taking watch in a sense, right? You're
In a
being.
sense, yeah.
All right. So. Can everyone turn the lights off apart from Rain, please? Or cover. You know what to do. You know how you do your things. Hey, Rain. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing all right. Where are we? Yeah. Rain. You don't know what it is that pulled you here. You don't know why you're here. You know why, but what is your real purpose? In this hour, you spend that time just pondering. And as you're sat down, looking around you, looking at the cobwebs and the wooden panels on the walls, you slowly, and it almost builds into like a symphony of waves. And you look around you and try to work out where that's coming from. As your gaze turns back towards the party, you notice that they are gone. You start to shiver from cold. Your body starts to tense. And your body falls. You sink, and it's as if you sink below the wooden floor panels underneath you as your world just disappears into cold moisture. You have this urge to breathe in. Like most people do, they tense up as they feel that fall. They hold their breath, but as you hold that breath, you don't get it. You get water enter into your throat. And you try to cough it out. But as you cough it out and inhale again, there's no air at all. It's just salty water entering your lungs. You look into what you think is the sky above the surface, and you see the night sky, although in the depths it's waving. You try to move, but you are paralyzed. You're shocked. And you see bits of debris cascading down around you. And you're down here for a long time. To the point where the light source above you is starting to dim and it becomes a surrounding darkness. You see the light becoming more distant and more distant And just as it fades to black, there's a blue, you think it's blue, light, a single source of light as far as you can see. And as you stare at it, it stares back at you. And before you feel that sense of cold embrace, you hear a voice go, "Finally, there you are." And you wake up. And you find yourself surrounded by everyone here. Like yourselves up again, y'all. You find yourself surrounded by your party. Minding their business. And your eyes just sort of shake a little. And I will say this. Your rose form goes back to rain. Because you said you didn't say you changed back to rain yet, I don't think. So
no, I didn't.
Nope. So you're doing the whole thing looking like Rose.
That's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, traumatizing Rose.
Yep.
Yeah, how would Rose feel about that scene?
Yeah, that's
Seeing
true.
someone wearing them,
I was thinking that. I was like, hang on a second. But, it's whatever. She's seen it. I was like, I've got bigger fish to deal with right now. See myself. I've spoke to myself too long. But everyone has their short rest. And after your short rest, I'm just going to speed us up a little bit for time, guys. You find yourself at that stairwell, heading down the depths below. And let's go on a break. Y'all.
Huzzah.
Rain, you can access your level 2 stuff now, if you would. Davey, you can access your level 2 stuff now. Bakor, you can as well. I want to do something whenever it comes up for you. Lint, we're going to come on to you next. But after the break.
Oh shit.
Because my players are technically level 2 because we leveled them up at the end of last session. Because this is where you're supposed to level up. So,
Okay.
see you in 5 minutes, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Everyone say hello.
Hello.
Hey, there we
Hi.
go. We did
Hey
it.
there.
I trained them well. Welcome back, everyone, to the Curse of Strahd. We are jumping right back into it as our party have finally explored the top part of the house. In fact, the entire house, with a few rooms missing, but that's totally fine. We have 2 characters currently possessed with consent of 2 children, Rose and Thorn, who unfortunately was locked in their room and starved to death. But the party is now on a mini mission to make sure that they take their remains down below and just to see how it goes. So, everyone, let's get into it. Before we are actually in this area that's on the map, let's talk about the descent. This is where the broken cobwebs came around, actually, because I read it wrong. Anyway, the broken cobwebs around you sway like gossamer wedding veil, beckoning you forward. You descend the spiral staircase, the ancient stairs creaking and groaning as you push past endless rows of cobwebs. The gaping maw of the stairwell draws you deeper, swallowing you up as you descend further down its gullet. You descend 1 floor, 2 floors, 3. The walls of stone shaft narrow around you, forcing you to hunch your shoulders and pull your elbows to continue downward. In the darkness, you can only hear the shuffle of your feet and the choking groan of the stairs and the pounding of your blood in your ears. Finally, after what feels like hours, the descent levels out, and the spiral staircase ends at a darkened landing of packed earth. A narrow tunnel supported by aged timber braces stretched ahead of you, its stone walls seeming to bleed with deposits of streaked red clay. 8 feet ahead, the tunnel splits, branching left and right. As your ears and eyes adjust to its cold, subterranean corridor, you notice that the tunnel isn't as silent as the staircase above. An eerie, low-pitched sound echoes through the space, and you soon recognize it as a deep, incessant chanting. Are you happy with who is this order right now? Or
Davey would like to be in front.
let's do that. So let's go. I think Bacall will be at the back
I'll be in
because
the back,
yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, move yourselves. You can control yourselves, I think. Position yourselves however you would have gone. Something to bear in mind, players. These corridors are around about 4 feet wide and about 7 foot high. To get around each other is very difficult, just so you bear it in mind. So you gotta think about like that claustrophobic feeling, where you want to turn but you barely can turn, and that's the kind of vibe I want you to like go into this with. Davey, you see over here. What's your dark vision again? Oh, it's huge, isn't it, for Bacall? Because it's past an hour actually. That's gone now, right?
Oh yeah, that is gone by now. Yeah.
Okay. Just so we're aware, does everyone have dark vision? Just making sure. Not tieflings. I know tiefling. I run a tiefling. I know tieflings have dark vision. I don't know if Aarakocras do.
I don't see it in my character sheet, so I don't think.
Okay. Check if Rain does as well.
You get that twilight thing back on a short rest.
Long rest.
It's a long rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
We checked before we started, actually, didn't we? While you're looking over, by the way, let me. No, we're good. We're good, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. I don't want to be rewinding too much. So if you can't find it, Rain, it probably means it doesn't exist. It should be under senses, I believe. So for Rain and Bacall, you can barely see in front of you. So if there's any way you lot want to light up anything. So I know, Rain, you did mention you had a lantern.
I'm sorry. I have
Yeah.
dark vision.
Oh, you do?
I do have dark vision.
Oh, that's
yes.
because of your cleric. That's because
Yes.
you're fine then.
Yes.
You have like really good dark vision, right? Like 300 feet. Okay, cool.
300 feet.
Okay, Rain, unlucky. So, Rain, what is going to be your source of light, unless someone else wants to help out Rain, obviously.
I have a lantern.
All right, that's cool. I like this. So, luckily, with the lantern, because it's going to be producing light, dim light, for at least a close proximity, because I think lanterns are 5 feet of light.
Yeah.
For people who have dark vision, it's going to be nice and lit, fucking lit. So you will have you don't have to roll at disadvantage and all that kind of thing on close things. Okay, let's get into it now. Let's get into the nitty gritty of it all. Davey, you see this corridor open up to something up at the top. It curves to the left, and you do have something that curves to the right. To the south of you, it does open up to a kind of crossroads, if you would. Your vision is what, Davey?
Just regular vision.
30 feet.
Yeah.
So you just see the end of this corridor.
If you're pinging again, I can't see your pings.
I'm not pinging.
Okay. Just making sure.
Thank you for helping, though. I appreciate it.
Rose, where do we go?
I've never been down here before. I've always been scared. I knew this existed, but not for me. Not for me. My parents came down here a lot. All right, you're going up top?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's reveal this area a little bit. It expands into a little bit more of a junction.
He's just walking through.
Move your character there, and if anyone wants to follow, move your character there, and I will describe what you see. All right. 23A?
My battleship.
Yeah. Just double checking. Oh my god, there's so much to think about here. These two, 23A. So the one at the top here, you just see that there are, before you actually get into those areas, there are stone slabs sort of just leaning against the walls on both sides. The one at the top is just a quiet, empty crypt. The one that you were in, Davey, get yourself back in there. I'm seeing what you're doing. The only thing you see is an empty crypt, and etched into the stone slab as you look back out is the name Walter. Apart from that, there's an empty coffin in there, and it's atop a stone like slab, if you would. That's it. Where are you going?
Who's Walter again?
I think that is the baby?
Well, it's empty. Dave's gonna try to.
Yeah, that's it. You can start moving your character a bit more free flow if you want to, y'all. Go where you want to, and then I'll respond to what you do.
Is it empty as in it's not used, or empty as if it's been exhumed?
You can make a quick perception check if you want to, Lint.
Sure.
Just so I can help answer that question a little bit.
Nah, that is a 5.
Then I won't answer that question.
Moving on.
Okay. So, yeah, which way you want to go? Mm-hmm. Keep moving, y'all. Keep moving until you enter a bit what's dark, basically.
Let's hit this crossroads.
Okay. So, because are you sure you want to go down? south because I know you wanted to go up top. You're more than welcome to.
Can we just go different places?
You can absolutely split the
I'll go
party.
with-
Yeah, that's
I'll
not
go
a
with
problem
that.
at all.
Oh no.
And me and Lynn are going up top.
All right, so that's fine with me. That actually makes it a lot easier for me, to be fair, to kill you all, so that's fine.
Ah.
So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit for Davey and Rain, because we're going to say that you explore both sides, okay? Because that is way easier for me as a DM, and it doesn't slow the game down to a crawl. Okay, so let me bring up my notes. See, I did write notes, chat. I am a good DM sometimes. Okay. So, oh my God, you two are helping me out so much. Rain, in the area where you are, you see a similar area what you were just in, but the stone slabs are Walter. Oh, actually, no, not Walter. Are Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. So Gustav Durst and Elizabeth Durst. Top and bottom. The stone slabs are currently closed.
Can I? These look broken, whereas over where Davi is, those stones don't look busted.
So just to reiterate a little bit, sorry. The stones what were at top, they weren't busted. They were just leaning against the wall, open. These ones are closed. They weren't broken necessarily.
Can I open one of them?
You
Elizabeth's
can certainly try. Yes, of course. Roll me. I know you're really good at this, right? Athletics.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Have you got
Nat 20.
Woo!
really? Yo, dude.
Had to happen eventually.
Yeah, let's go. Was that Elizabeth, did you say?
Yes.
You're a star. So as you pull and pull. Have you got a crowbar?
I do, actually.
You pull out the crowbar and the stone slab just flies out and drops to the side. Let me just make sure I got this right. Here we go. As you look in, a misty miasma hangs over the interior of this crypt, and the floor is littered with the bodies of hundreds of dead insects. The air is thick with a musty, acrid smell. Within the chamber, a stone-carved coffin rests quietly atop of a stone bier. What the heck's that say? Beer? I don't know. B-I-E-R. Either way. Beyond it, the wall of packed soil and clay is littered with dozens of tiny holes that bore deep into the earth beyond. The coffin is empty. And you notice that some of these insects, you have a little bit of a closer look, and you lift your lantern up as their shadows sort of dance on the back, and you see there's little centipedes sort of just making their way out of the body of these insects. And as that happens, and as you let your own light into this crypt, these insects look at you. I want you to roll initiative, Rain. Let's go.
Oh, this will be great. This is fun.
This is going to be Theatre of the Mind. Just so you know.
Okay.
Let me know what you rolled.
13.
13. Any pluses to that?
No, I don't think so.
All right. I'm going to double check one thing. Just want to double check one thing. Oh my
Well,
god.
the music got very ominous.
Yes.
Yeah, was that intentional?
Yes. This is fight music, y'all. this swarm of insects, these centipedes, start to crawl all over you and start to attack you. They are going to roll. Let's have a look. Cool. As they come at you, they sort of just almost cover your entire body and they're just crawling over you and digging in as they take a bite at you. Oh, damn it. 9. 9 doesn't hit, right? It doesn't hit. I promise you it doesn't hit you.
Yeah,
your AC is better than that. So you sort of are chucking them off. You notice that one's about to bite into you and you just throw it off. What do you do?
I can attack them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to use Hellish Rebuke to light them all on fire.
That only happens if they... Oh, actually, I'll double check.
Because if they did damage to me...
They did not do damage to you. They missed. So just... And also, that's a reaction. So you don't have to even use it yet. So this is your action right now. What do you want to do? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know, like, what...
You will
My
know...
first instinct would be to, like, brush them off.
Yeah, and if you want to brush them off, you're welcome to just do that. We'll say this. Roll to, like, hit them off you, okay? You're welcome to bring out your weapon if you want to, or you're just going to use your unarmed attack. What do you want to do? They are quite big centipedes, by the way. I will say that.
Oh, okay.
They are big. They're not... It's just a swarm of them coming at you.
I can use a dagger then?
Whatever's in your arsenal, yeah. I believe you have daggers, a short sword, and a rapier?
I'll use the short sword, and that's a d20, right?
Yeah. I will point this out for you specifically, Rain. Look at your actions. There should be an option for the rapier. You might notice that that one's a little bit higher than the others.
Okay, I'll use the rapier.
Just giving you something because it's new. So yeah, roll to hit. Use that modifier. Roll d20.
19.
19 definitely hits. Roll damage. That's 1d8 plus 4, I believe. And you see they're like trying to gnaw at you as much as they can. They're almost like entering your mouth at this point, and that sensation of drowning is almost hitting you immediately as well.
5.
5 points of damage. Okay, good. That's good. They're going to try and bite you. Fuck me. No, natural 3. Fuck. So as they like enter your mouth, right? They're about to enter your mouth to almost drown you. What do you do? I saw you bite. You can say you bite down if you want to.
Like just bite down on the one that's trying to get in my mouth, then use the rapier to get the rest off.
You bite down, and then you're going to roll to attack on your rapier just to see if you can hit him again.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Yeesh.
26.
Yeah, natural 20s, regardless of your modifier, always hit. Always hit. So, you're going to roll...
Like, fuck this.
Yeah. You're going to roll your 1d8. Okay. Whatever you roll on that, you double it just to speed things up. Then you add 4 to it.
So that's 8.
8. Is that plus 4 as well?
Yeah. That's
okay.
Plus 4.
Excellent. They are, as a swarm, they're looking like hurt. They're still aggressive, but some of them are starting to scatter away. They're going to try and hit you. Yes! 18 plus stuff. 18 plus 3. That's 21 to hit. I have no idea what's in your spells or anything like that. If there's anything that can help your AC. If you haven't
under reaction, I think.
This is where my lack of knowledge with D&D is.
So all I say is this. Out of the spells you've chosen, have you chosen the shield spell at all?
Not yet.
Okay. Then it hits you. So you take 5 points of piercing damage. Oh, no. Sorry. Oh, my God. You're lucky. You're lucky. Yeah, 5 points of piercing damage.
You have the uncanny dodge option yet?
That's not yet. I don't think.
No, yeah, I think that's
so yeah, you take 5 points of piercing damage. That would have been 10, by the way, but you took them down to half health. So the swarm is smaller, so they do less damage to you now. All right.
So I'm down to 13 hit points.
All right, let's go. What are you going to do? They're still crawling. They're still attacking. They're starting to dig in. The blood is starting to drip out of you as they bite. What is your blood like?
Do I decide that, or is that like a changing species thing?
It's your character.
It is a bright fucking blue.
Ooh, sick. All right. What are you going to do?
Use short sword to try to whack him off again.
Okay, so you want to use your short sword or still rapier? Again, rapier it has a higher...
rapier.
He's fine, yeah. Roll to hit.
19.
Definitely hits. Roll damage. Davey, I'm going to come up to you in a second. So in this moment, I don't know if you'd be interested in what they're doing, but you'd be hearing the... and like... yeah, so, like that kind of thing. I don't know if Davey would go to them or not. I'm not too sure. So if you want them to do it, you're welcome to. But this might finish this.
So I rolled an 8.
8 plus 4, so that's 12, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that does it. Well done. So as the centipedes are like crawling over you, how do you like either finish them off or destroy them in one go? What do you do? Describe to me how you finish this swarm off.
So I'll take the rapier and like put it up against my neck and then just swipe as hard as I can down my arms.
Oh, and you see that the centipedes are scattered and their legs just drip all over the floor as it finishes off in that point. You survived your first one-on-one fight. Good job. Good job. Good job. Davey, what
is everything okay?
No, it's not okay. There's
Amazing.
centipedes everywhere.
They're so cute.
All right, Davey. Let's go into what you see. So, on the north one, you see that over the top of that is Rose's name. The one below that is Thorn's name.
Oh, I think I found it. This is where we're supposed to put the bones. Who has the bones?
I have thorns.
Okay, come here.
Just the rain just kind of like glaring, holding the lantern up, blue splattered across their outfit, and also the lantern just slowly stomps in there. Slow looks at Davi. Hey, buddy.
You have holes in your skin.
I sure do, kid. I sure do. Where am I putting the bones?
Dave will just point at the one that says Thorn.
So Rain will take gently, like the pile of Thorn's bones,
The
and
slab?
put them into.
Bear in mind, it's still closed. These slabs are still there, so you're going to have to open them. Rain, something... could you roll a natural 20 earlier? So I didn't have to mention it, but because you have a crowbar, you can attempt these at advantage. It's a crowbar that gives you advantage. So you're going to roll an athletics check again, but at advantage this time.
Athletics check. Advantage.
We need Rose's remains too. Who has Rose's remains?
I would absolutely say that Bakor and Lint, you'll be able to hear that from a distance because you are literally in a dungeon.
Okay.
But
I think you do, right, Land?
Yes, I do. Lint's gonna head back where they are.
yeah, sure. We'll say time-wimey is a bit weird. You sort of let them off for a little bit, and that's fine. So yeah.
Just look at Rain. What the hell happened to you in the 2 minutes that we just disappeared?
I tried to investigate, I fucked around, and I found out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you pulled a me.
I sure did.
In the distance. All right. Rain, what did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
An 11. So here's what I'm going to say. Because I don't want you lot to be rolling over and over and over and over again. It takes a bit more of an effort between you three here. Bakor is still feeling nervous, especially in the dark crypts down below. So you three just spend a few minutes just pushing the slabs, pushing them open. And you just see caskets in front of you. very plain, oddly enough, but you know that, yeah, these are the crypts that you're looking for.
Can I use thaumaturgy to just open both of them up?
I think so. Yeah, sure. But it's going to be, and it just rests gentle on the side.
Okay, let's put him back.
As you slowly place the remains of those children who are very close to you, well, to some of you right now, there's this, I don't know for you, Davey, but there's this heaviness in the air as you slowly just drop them down, but it's almost attached to, you know, you've done something here. Whether it's good or bad, whatever, it's up to you, but you've done something here. And as you place the remains in these crypts, Davy and Bakor, you hear the voice in your head go, "Thank you." And you feel their presence leave.
Where are you going? Come back.
And there's no response. You still got a couple of them. And you know when you say come back, you do hear the echo in your mind. Come back, come back, come back. Oh, please come back. Please come back. Oh, you're a friend. Why are you leaving? Why? All four of you have an inspiration point. An inspiration point is something you can use to grant yourself advantage on a single roll. Enjoy that for helping out Rose and Fawn. Now, let's bring ourselves, just because I know you two wanted to go north, let's bring you two back up north and let's resolve what you two do real quick. Okay. Thank you for the raid, Red Sage. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We are playing Curse of Strahd. We've just dropped... This is a lovely thing to raid into. We just put the remains of dead children in coffins. Welcome to Curse of Strahd. Welcome. Okay. So, you two, let's reveal this map for you guys. So, to start with, you enter this room, and you notice that... where are we? The wooden table in front of you has 4 chairs that stand at the east end of this room. To the west lie 4 shadowed... Oh, wait, hang on a second. Have I got this wrong? Nope, we're good. 4 shadowed alcoves chiseled from the stone and packed clay of the walls. So I'm going to open this area up too. I'll open... You know what? I'll open this area and this area and this area. So, you have a look around. And let me just double check. And from here, in this area itself, you just notice that this is some kind of chamber, some kind of quarters for whoever used to hang around here. Big enough for 4. Nothing else really. Is it straw bedding? But nothing really... There's nothing really interesting here, if I'm honest with you. So because of that, let's move on with you two. So, Bakor, you're going that way, are you?
Going down.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's reveal this area then. All right. Da-da-da-da-da. The ceiling of this dark and earthen chamber rises a foot higher than the cramped tunnel. It's supported by thick wooden posts and crossbeams that are rotted with age and bear deep holes, indicative of hungry insects. Here, a lonely well stands at the center of the room, surrounded on 3 sides by several smaller alcove-like chambers that have been carved into the walls. Old footprints crisscross the floor, leading into the alcoves around the well, up a staircase on the other end of the room, and back upstairs the way you came. An old hempen rope attached to a rusted pulley descends past the mouth of the well, swaying gently in the stagnant air, as if just abandoned by an unseen occupant.
What kind of people used to live like this?
I don't know, but there seems to be more than the other room. There's 5 beds here. Can I try to pull up the bucket from the well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lynn just immediately read that. Are you sure about this?
I'm feeling a bit more brave now, Lane. If you want to stand back, stand back.
Let me just double check what is going on in there.
I'm just reminded of one of our companions suddenly ended up looking like Swiss cheese with something happening to them, so I'm just scared that something may happen to us now.
Yeah.
Then I feel like we're more than capable to handle a couple of centipedes.
Okay. I trust your judgment.
As you pull and pull and pull, there's this weird, like, chattering noise that you hear. And as you're pulling, it just gets louder and louder. And you hear a...
Oh, I let go of the lever.
Glad you made that decision.
Well, I had to try something.
I will also say, for you two, each of these alcoves, each of these areas will have better bedding. They all have foot lockers in there as well.
You think we should try opening some of them, Lynn?
Yes, let's open them one by one, because I think opening them separately is going to get us cornered.
All right, I'm right behind you then, Lynn.
Okay, we'll open this one.
Let me just double check. You notice that the chests, the iron lock on them is rusted. So you will need some kind of check to open these. It could be dexterity check with thieves' tools. Or if you can think of anything else you want to do to get into these chests, you're more than welcome to.
Hang on a second.
If you don't have a better way to do it, I have a long sword that I can just swing at the locks.
Hang on a second. He's going through his entire little bag that he's kind of tucked into his jacket, and Cord just kind of sees some sprigs of different poisonous plants just flying all over the place as he grabs them back in. He's like, for God's sake. Well, suddenly he takes out a crowbar.
Okay. All right. Roll me an athletics check. Bakor, I want you to roll an athletics check as well. But we're just going to say, you both do it on all of these. Okay?
Okay.
So, yeah.
I rolled a 3.
I got a 6.
A weak squad.
Woo!
All right. Well... It takes you. I'll say this. I'll say this. As you do this, it takes you so long that the other two can arrive in this chamber as well, because all you hear is clanging of wood and metal. So you two can move into here. As you see them,
just immediately screams, "Rain, we need your expertise."
You see
coming.
Everyone struggling right now.
I promise I know how to wield a longsword.
Flame lantern, just
it's made of some sturdy wood.
Davey's staying back a little bit.
Okay, all right. So Rain, roll me a pit locking check. So dexterity, push modifier, and you know what? Because this is torturous, roll at advantage. And this is going to take you a fair bit of time just to get through these. I will say, occasionally you will break some. All right, but I just want to see if Rain can open them.
18.
Amazing, yeah. So with that, even though maybe some of these might be impatient, maybe because fuck this and starts hitting things again, but you will use that roll for each locker. Okay, each foot locker, because it takes you a little bit of time, but you find it. You find it past the rust, and you clip it, and it unlocks, and you are presented with many things. So, first thing, you find a chest which contains a pouch. A money pouch, but it's made of human skin. You look inside, and there's about 11 gold, 60 silver pieces. You open another chest, and you see what folded in a black cloth. 3 moss. Is it agates? Agates. You find 3 of those, around about 10 gold each. You also find a eye patch, and this eye patch is I just thought about that. This eye patch has a gem sewn into the middle of it. It's looking a bit grimy, but it's there. You also find a journal, and as you quickly go through this journal, you see a number of names that you don't recognize at all. But this journal is explaining and going through in kind of not too much detail, kind of like just taking like notes. It's mentioning their name, their gender at that point, their age, how they struggled. Did they struggle? Did they succumb? Did they accept? Just goes into details about just a lot of different people. The eye patch has a carnelian, I guess, worth 50 gold sewed in. Oh my god. You notice in another chest there's an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles worth 25 gold. And the final chest, you pull out a short sword, but it's clean. It's silver in make. This is worth a lot of money compared to other short swords, but you know that this is silvered, which is, I don't know, actually. You roll me an Arcana check real quick, Rain.
A what check?
Arcana. So it's going to be, look at these skills, it's the top one. Actually, wait, is it athletics, or it might be underneath that? Either way.
Could I help them?
Yes, you can, because you have, yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay.
So
do you want to roll again, or do you want me to roll?
You can roll.
Okay. Right. Arcana. I hope it's high. I'm a fucking wizard. Oh, that's not too bad. 16.
Yeah, good. That's definitely enough. What about you, Rain?
Oh, am I rolling again?
Yeah, well, this is your roll. Lint's just joining in on the roll. So Lint was either going to give you advantage or they'll roll too.
6.
Okay, good thing Lint's there. Lint, you know that silver has properties that can be very useful against certain beasts and monsters in this world, or the world that you might be in. I guess your world, to start with. That's it. You know that it's a good thing to have a silver sword. There are some monsters that do have resistances to certain things. All right, so let's have a look. This is a big map, my dudes. Okay, so Davey, as these 3 are doing their thing and you're kind of minding your own business, what do you want to do? I was about to say, where do you want to wander? But I don't know if you want to wander. Where do you want to go?
I think Davey's hanging back a little bit.
Okay.
And they sort of wipe their eyes as they've been crying a little bit and they stuff. But they don't do anything. Okay.
As they collect their items and distribute them however you want, discuss it in the Discord, we'll sort that out. You can either go back the way you came, or you can go to this area, wait for it, this area at the bottom right of this room. Up to you lot.
Can I check on Davey?
You absolutely can, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. You can either...
I go to Dave and is everything okay, Davey? Yeah. Why are you crying?
It's fine. It's just Why'd she have to leave?
She's
Why
in
do
a better
people
place
leave?
now, Davy. We helped her out and they had to go.
But I thought she wanted to be friends.
She'll always be your friend, Davy. Just she's in a different place now.
We could be your friends.
Really?
I'll be your friend.
I thought we already were friends.
Okay.
You see the dog sort of just poke its head out a little bit and then hide back as well.
Davy's gonna give Rain a hug.
Ah. Rain just kind of like
Fucking dogs.
accepts the hug for a second and like kind of pats, and you can see they've got mostly gray skin, but you can see like little bits of red on like the tips of their ears.
Oh, on their
A
ears.
little on their cheeks.
So cute.
Oh.
It's like pat.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you horrible lot. Where are you going to go? You want to go back up north and return go back the way you came, or do you want to go to the south? Your call.
I vote south.
I add my vote to that.
Works for me.
All right, let's go. Let's move you a little bit. So as you come around here, hang on a second, you are greeted with a set of 2 staircases, going up one level, then going up another level. Which way do you want to go? I'll see you're about here then. And for you, you're about here, I believe.
So there's 2 different floors.
Yeah, so it goes up one level, and that goes south, if you would, on the map. I think it's different on the thing, but on the map at least. Or it goes up a level, and then goes around the corner.
Do we want to split into 2 again? One do upper floor, one do this floor?
Okay with that.
Yeah, sure, don't mind.
Okay, Scooby Gang, how are we going to split?
I think it's already decided. I think Lint's already gone. There you go.
Yeah,
We're
Unless
done.
you want to swap around.
No, that's all right.
As you're moving up the stairs, awkwardly
I'm
squishing
just
by people.
screaming down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind.
What if someone gets attacked?
Oh, this time I'm ready. Like Rain, like kind of turns around with like blank, twitching eyes, and just like,
I will
I'll be
say,
good.
I will say, by the way, something I want to reiterate. During this entire time you're on this level and going up and down, there's been that echoing chanting going off, and it has not stopped. Just so you know, it's like actually, it's just chanting. You don't know what it is yet. It's just weird. All right, so Lint and Rain, roll a d20 real quick, just to decide who we're going to go for first.
Elder 2.
Okay, Rain.
15.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. Because of things. So as you, we're going to go for Lint and Rain then. As you look further, there are stairs going down this way, and you see the edges of stairs. Oh, you moved? Cool. Rain, do me a favor. Roll me a... Hang on. Let me just double check. Oh, that's fun. You didn't say anything. What's your passive perception, Rain?
13.
Oh, that's just a shame.
Oh, what?
You notice that, right where you went over, you didn't actually get over. Covered in broken panels of wood, you step and the floor breaks underneath you, and a spike pit. You land in it. You
Bummer.
take 5 foot long, 10 foot deep pit, hidden under several rotted wooden planks, all hidden under a thin layer of dirt. The pit has sharpened wooden spikes at the bottom. The first character to step over the cover falls through, landing prone, and takes 3 bludgeoning from the fall. 11 piercing. As a spike goes right through you.
Okay. I had 13 hit points left.
Oh! So,
Oh no.
as they fall, Davey, you see them drop and...
Are you okay? Hello?
They do not respond.
Technically I'm dead, so I can't really do anything,
You're
right?
not dead.
You're
Okay.
unconscious.
You're unconscious. So at 0 hit... This is the first time we hit 0 hit points. Let's fucking go, baby.
Are you happy?
I am always happy.
You
when-
got your death.
I love when people hit... No, it's not death. So at 0 hit points, you are unconscious. You were kind of knocked out. I'm going to quickly ask Davey in one turn to start with, what is Davey going to respond to this? But just so players, obviously, Dro and Gus, when you're at 0 hit points, you are unconscious. When a round goes by, you will roll a death saving throw. Okay, and we'll come on to that if it's needed. But in this moment, Davey, what you do is you notice, real quick, that Rain is impaled. I bet your Discord's loving this, Rain.
They're literally making fun of me over here to the right.
Davey's going to pluck one of the mushrooms growing out of their arms, and is going to squish it until it becomes a paste and sprinkle it on top of Rain's unconscious body and cast Healing Word.
Okay, so as this... was it a spray, did you say, Davey? Sorry. Just so I know. As a spray sort of coats your body, there's like little spores or something crawling
cover your body.
Yeah. Now, you are still prone. You are still impaled. That hasn't changed. And you just...
You
Come
heal
to
for 8
consciousness.
points.
Okay. So I'm
New
at 8
friend,
points.
are you okay?
Oh, I think I've been impaled. The dog is fine. I'm not fine.
Yeah, dog's just like, you know what? The dog, the spike is past the dog's chin, right? But it's just there. It's like, oh. So, Davey, Rain, how the fuck are you getting out?
Rain probably like tries to look at least a little bit. So where did it impale?
It's
Rain?
like on the side here, like right here. I'm not going to say it
Okay.
hits any organs because I don't know. Oh, fucking, it hits your body.
Well, you see, I do know a little bit about where that is.
Sure.
And they've got ropes around their waist already.
Mhm.
So if they rearrange that a little bit and just tie it really tight, they might be able to stop bleeding. So Rain would maybe ask for like, hey, do you have any extra strips of like fabric or anything I could use to help stop the bleeding?
Davey's gonna take the tapestry that they put around the windmill tapestry,
yeah.
and they're going to twist it up and hold it down for you.
All right. As you pull yourself up, you feel the spike leave your body, and the spores close up your wound as you're pulled up out of a spike pit. You would be either on this, either south of the spike or back up north. It's up to you two. Which way would you get out?
I'm gonna delegate that over to Davey since I've not made
Sure.
great decisions.
I mean, there's no way Davey would have been able to. Is there a way to go around the pit?
You
or
can.
is it...
It's 5 feet. You can boop, jump over.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Then on the other side, Davey's gonna.
Everyone
pull
can jump
Rain
5 feet, so it's not that hard. You don't have to roll anything for it.
up. Your blood is the wrong color.
Yeah, it's been like that for a while. It's fine.
All right. So, before we continue on to what Bakor and Lint are doing, the last thing you two see is a stairwell going down and one going up. And you would know quite quickly that, you know, it's heading in a similar direction to where your two friends are. So, let's go on to Lint and Bakor. You're going to place yourselves in this room, please. Right here. Thank you.
Ready?
All right. So, This room contains a wooden table flanked by long benches, moldy humanoid bones lie strewn on the dirt floor. The remains of... You've noticed that a lot of these remains have like similar cloaks. So in your head you go, feels like a cult. There's a darkened alcove on this side right here as well. And let me just make sure there's nothing else I need to add in. Nope. And, oh yeah, the thick stench of rot and gore fills the chamber, so coppery with the blood that you can taste it on your tongue. Just a little bit extra.
I don't like this room.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I also don't like it. So is there like food on the table or anything like
No,
that?
if there was any food, it's rotten. You can see like there's still maggots and all that kind of stuff as well.
Okay. Let's gonna go to one of the bodies and like look at the cloak that they're wearing, or like the capes that they're wearing, and just see like if there's any insignias on it, if there's any like marks of like who they are.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. What? Another nat 20.
Jesus. You know that these cloaks are put together, right? But it's all with a natural 20.
I can see every single stitch of the fabric.
Yeah, you see the fabric of time and space in this cloak.
I see the weave.
You do. The amount of detail that you can see for this is, you look at it, and the first thing you think is, this is shoddily done. It almost looks like it's a cult, right? But they're trying their best to be a cult. It's almost between being a fan and being a cult. They're like amateurish. There are like insignias, but they're so tarnished and not very well put together. You can't make out what it really is. You might see some kind of animal on it, but it's so battered you can't really tell. You just know like it's kind of amateurish.
Okay.
As you look around here, Bakor, what is it you want to do in this room? Is there anything else you want to do in this room?
Not particularly in the room, but I guess the alcove you mentioned over here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I don't want to enter it fully. Like, being careful.
Of course, this is Death House after all. So let me have a look at something really quick. Cool. As you move into this alcove, the first thing that you... Oh, actually, make me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make me a perception check real quick. The DC you're trying to beat is 17.
Dirty 20.
Amazing. So with that, as you approach, there's this weird... Like... I hate to do this to the mic, but... Sorry. And you're wondering, where's that noise coming from? And with your perception, you look up and you see this creature hanging above. Quite a large creature. Almost the size of you, Bakor. With a beak in the middle. And tentacles, 4 tentacles out.
Lynn, come take a look at this real quick.
As it jumps at you.
Oh, shit.
And we'll pick that up next week.
Oh.
Let me show you what it looks like real quick. Just so then you know. If you know what it is in chat, shut up.
Oh no.
So, Let me have a look. Can I get it, please? Please, my God, please, my dude. Oh God, there we go. There you go.
Oh.
It's kind of cute.
It's kind of cute, right? But yeah, this is gonna. So basically, next week, I'm pretty sure we're going next week. Let me know if you're not. But next week we're gonna pick it up, and we're gonna be rolling initiative next Sunday. Straight away, we're gonna go with Bakor's turn. And obviously, we're going to see a bit more of Lint in action as well. By the way, this thing's beak is like... You got a beak, right, Bakor? Yours is for normal food. This beak's for you. So that's the idea of that.
It's got a Looney Tunes like silhouette of Core in the
yeah, very, very similar. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, guys, well done. GG. We are almost through Death House. I believe next session 3, you will have finished Death House. There's a couple more things to explore. But yeah, you guys are doing great. Well done. So you are all going to be officially, like we already said, level 2. But we're going to say during... Oh my God, the 2 people I haven't explained yet is going to get that. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Fuck yes, I love it when it lines up properly. But yeah, so next week we're going to be back, same time, and yeah. By the way, where's everyone's HP right now? Full.
I'm doing good.
Full. You good?
16 out of 18.
Not bad at all. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone who is here in chat. There's so many of you here in chat today. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you're enjoying the stream just as much as I am enjoying DMing for these lovely players. Please. If you haven't followed yet, please do so, but make sure you also check out our players as well. I am also uploading this onto my YouTube channel too, so you can check it out there. And yeah, what else do I need to say? Oh, if anyone is an artist out there, please, if you want to do any kind of fan art of this campaign, I really freaking love fan art, and I'd love to see yours if you can. If anyone does do it, have we got a hashtag yet? No, I tell you what, at the player whose fan art it is, that makes it easier. But I'd like to do a fan art kind of slideshow at the beginning. So if you want your art to be featured, let us know and give us permission and all that kind of thing. But what else do I need to say? Oh yeah, make sure you're using Pally so you can tip our artists. Pally is going to be going directly towards Turquoise Magpie, top left of the screen if you don't know who they are. And Carmen, because they volunteered to do the character designs and the overlays. So if you want to go support them, please do so. I really appreciate it. But for now, let's sign off. So let's go. We're going to go Rain, Lint, Davey, and then Bakor. Tell us who you are, where people can find you, what you're playing, and all that kind of stuff as well. So let's go with Rain first.
Hello, my name is Goss. I play Rain. You can find me as Gossmerzart across all platforms, but I'm the most active on Instagram. And I have a highlight dedicated to this campaign now, so if you make fan art, I'll add your fan art to that highlight on my page.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. And they are amazing artists, by the way. Check them out. Make sure you follow them. Thank you. Lint.
Hello.
That's your intro. Thank you. Let's move on.
I'm Soph, I play Lint, and I go by Turquoise Magpie on all platforms that matter, ? Twitter's still on the air. I am open for commissions to do art and that stuff, but I would also just like to say that if you are interested in D&D, we also do have a separate D&D
You're right. Yes.
place, Carpe Diem, so you can find more stuff like that there.
Yeah, I play a character instead of DMing.
And you keep getting us kills.
I almost die every time because I like doing that kind of stuff.
And
it's
I
great.
actually died.
And you did die, actually, yeah. Speaking of person who's dying, at least, Davey.
Hi, I'm
Or say
Naomi.
something.
I'm known as Rosewaterfish on all social media platforms. I'm most active on Instagram. I do a little bit of art. And I play Davey. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. I'm also on Carpe Diem Live. Check that out. We're on Twitch.
Excellent. And you're a great artist too. Just make sure you big yourself up. And last but no means least, Bakar.
Everyone, I'm Hydro, I play Bakar. You can find me on Twitch at Hydro. Play horror games, and now doing some role playing on some servers. In my community that's in the chat right now, y'all better support the Pally, pay the artists that did the stuff here for this event because they did an incredible job. So.
Amazing. And hi, I'm Whiskey. You're already here, so you know who I am. But thank you, everyone. It's been really fun to play. Good job role-playing. Good job surviving, just. And yeah, we're going to get into some nitty-gritty fights next. So Be prepared. But thanks, everyone, and we'll catch you all another time. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.